UNIDO and Lima share the common history. You may know that nearly 45 years ago, our member states gathered here in Lima for what was only the second General Conference of UNIDO and adopted the very first Lima Declaration and plan for action on industrial development and cooperation. That was historical. And I still remember that there's stamps being published here in Peru to memorize that great event. And then, colleague friends, 6 years later, 2013, when I first took office in June 2013, at the end of the year, we came here, we had a 15th session of UNIDO General Conference. And Lima Declaration was adopted at the 15th session of that. And the calling for inclusive and sustainable industrial development, in short, ISID. And later on, when United Nations prepared for 2030 development agenda, and 17 goals unanimously adopted by the UN family countries, family members, and 17 goals, SDG Goal 9 is out of 17, is inclusive and sustainable industrialization and infrastructure innovation. And this is what I really would like to mention is truly historical events, and I'm glad to be back in this wonderful city. I really enjoy everything here. With ISID, we mark a new spirit of partnership and cooperation and support to our member states for accelerating economic growth through the industrialization, through the ISID SDG Goal 9. ISID integrates the economic, social, and environmental dimensions of sustainability. Industrialization and industrial development contributes to the increased productivity and natural resource efficiency, effectiveness, and create opportunities for the decent job and income generation. And this contributes to social inclusion and poverty eradication aims towards achieving the sustainable goals, Goal 9. And ladies and gentlemen, we are fully committed to contributing to the achievement of 2030 development agenda. And of the 17 goals, we understand SDG Goal 9 is so important for any country. They would like to be high income country, become advanced country, they must go through the industrialization. That is the core of the SDG Goal 9. Country, if you would like to develop the higher income and a high growth, science, technology, innovation driven, industrialization is fundamental. And due to the interlinked nature of the SDGs, the multidimensional nature of industrialization itself, UNIDO's mandate for ISID is also aligned with many of the other SDGs, including with poverty eradication, SDG Goal 1, and the job creation, SDG 8, and also affordable energy, SDG Goal 7, SDG Goal 5, gender empowerment, gender equality, and the partnership for goals, SDG Goal 17. So UNIDO's mandate, SDG Goal 9, is not alone. We work to support complementary some other SDG goals, but also we're focusing on industrialization. I'm therefore very pleased that our conference today has brought together high-level representations from government of Latin America, Africa, Asia, Europe, and every region, and as well as private sector and development operating cooperating partners, DFIs, financial institutions. Our collective presence at this conference will enhance dialogue on the industrial parks development agenda and on the future vision of the industrial development aligned with the SDG goals, and in particular, Goal 9 on industry, innovation, infrastructure. Excellencies, distinguished guests, and ladies and gentlemen, in 2014, UNIDO's initiated a program for country partnership. This is one of operational approach created by UNIDO, because in past 50 years, we developed our TC program projects for our member states piece by piece. But start from 2014, we would like to operationalize ISRD, SDG Goal 9. We developed this program for country partnership, working together with government, together with the private sector, developing financial institutions, and in line with the national priorities for industrial development. We jointly developed this roadmap, a strategy for industrial sector development. We call it, in short, PCP, Program for Country Partnership. And the PCP represents an innovative approach in supporting our member countries. And PCP Peru was launched in 2015. Before the Peru's PCP, we developed 2 pilot countries, Ethiopia, Senegal in Africa. After those 2 pilot countries PCP, and we put Peru as one of the model, good example for PCP in LAC region. And since the memorable launch in 2015, I'm pleased that the PCP Peru is now fully in its implementation phase, which started last year, 2018. The achievement of this milestone has been possible with those close cooperation that we have with the government of Peru and also private sector like SNI. All the PCPs share common features. They include a strong level of the government ownership and tailored to the country's context, aimed at upscaling UNIDO's intervention for enhancement of the development impact. In line with Peru's national priorities, the PCP Peru covers 4 main pillars. Number 1 is quality and innovation. Number 2, the value chain and the enterprise development. That's upgrade the technology level and to connect to value chain globally. And number 3 is a sustainable industrial park. That is topic we are discussing in the 2 days. And number 4 is renewable energy and industrial resource and energy efficiency, which will be covered by the circular economy. I understand this is a national priority of Peruvian government. And Excellency, colleague, friend, industrial parks are invaluable to achieve structural transformation and industrialization in developing and middle-income countries, even the economy in transitions. And they enhance innovation and competitiveness, create employment, promote investment, and foster economic growth, as well as environmental protection and social inclusion. It can be an important driver for inclusive, sustainable industrial development. And the opportunity and the potential of industrial parks give further significance to our international conference. It offers a unique global platform for international knowledge exchange. I just would like to mention, I visited Shannon Island in 1959. The Shannon created the first export zones, and since then, lots of country region came to island to learn how to develop special economic zones. And UNIDO support the Chinese government sent out a study group headed by the minister level official and study how to develop economic zones, special economic zones, and the trade zones. End of 1980, China announced the 4 special economic zones. And since then, China's industrial park development started. And also, I'm very happy today we have participants from Japan, Korea, and China, and also this region, and Brazil, Argentina, and some other countries, and European participants. And I'm very, very happy that this will be a very important occasion for us to exchange in the next 2 days. Over 60 high-level national and international panelists will present, discuss a wide range of international experiences, as I mentioned, on the different aspects of industrial parks, including government policies, financial tools, private sector role in promoting this initiative, and the eco-industrial park. Now, when people said industrial park, that maybe was the first generation, but now people talk about the eco-industrial park, green industrial park with 0 emission. And as I worked together with the Ethiopian government, they developed one industrial park, Havasa Industrial Park, aimed at 0 emission. Now this park already completed. And so I really believe that industrial park will connect to the circular economy business practice and industrial 4.0 applications. And they develop an industrial strategy, industrial park, to bring the smart manufacturing into the industrial park. So we will also take opportunity to including discussions on a cross-cutting issue for social inclusion in industrial parks, such as gender empowerment and creation jobs for young people. I'm very happy to be here to use today's global platform, announce the launch of UNIDO's international guidelines on the industrial parks. We try to do something as one of function, as a normative function, and we would like to see the industrial park with international standards, guidelines. The guidelines propose a step-by-step approach discussing the planning, setting up, and the operational aspect of the industrial park, as well as the cost-cutting issues such as investment promotion, management, and the risk management. I just hear very clear signal from the Minister of Production, and the government of Peru is really would like to build a roadmap to develop its industrial park in line with its national plans, national priority. I also hear very clearly the president of SNI, my friend, mentioned that they cannot wait another 20 years. And this is a very strong commitment from government, from private sector. It's a very, very good interaction with what we are going to have or discuss in the following 2 days. And Excellency, distinct guest friends, based on the wide and high-level participation, strong support from our host, and well-designed seminars, I'm very, very much convinced that this international conference will generate ideas and a partnership that will facilitate policy making and encouraging investment in support of the inclusive and sustainable industrial development in our member states and international community as well. I look forward to a rich discussion today and tomorrow, and count on your active engagement and contribution to make this conference a success and productive event. Thank you very much. Thank you.